Mm-hmm.
When you claim your Africanness, you're going to get your mind back. Black and I'm proud. Black and I'm proud. When you claim your Africanness, you're going to get your mind back. Black and I'm proud. Claim your Africanness. Black and I'm proud. I'm telling you. When you claim your Africanness, you're going to get your mind back. Black and I'm proud. Claim your Africanness. Black and I'm proud. I'm telling you. When you claim your Africanness, you're going to get your mind back. Black and I'm proud. Claim your Africanness. Black and I'm proud. I'm telling you. Become a part of it. Embrace it. 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 When you claim your Africanness, you're going to get your mind back. Black and I'm proud. Claim your Africanness. Black and I'm proud. I'm telling you. When you claim your Africanness, you're going to get your mind back. Black and I'm proud. Claim your Africanness. Black and I'm proud. I'm telling you. When you claim your
peace, 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 and power, family. Dr. DAW in the building, in the place to be, in the space to be with QueenA B. You know what I mean? So check it out, family. We are in Bmore City. The election thing is going down. I don't know the name of this episode because I can't see it on my.
The ChopUP.
It's called DoC and it's called what do you have? The pre-election ChopUP. You know, QueenA B likes to put things in the algorithm that won't algorithm, you know what I mean? But we'll talk about that later. I already told her, look, today, look, QueenA B came for me, so give me some grace if I come for her, family. No, but family, it's the ChopUP. Sister Queen, talk to the people.
What's up, people? I'm in Baltimore. It's just a pleasure. I am in Baltimore, and I'm in the same space as DoC. Y'all know we don't do this often, so this is really, really special. So I'm saying, stay in here. We about to go in tonight. We got Trumpy and Kamala. It's getting real. I don't know. I don't even know what to say. Grimy out here in these political streets. So we're going to talk about the election. We're going to talk about voting and just have a little conversation tonight. It's good to be in the room with you, DoC.
It is a beautiful to be in the room with you. I almost didn't make it.
That's true.
But I'm in the place to be, you know. But you know how it is, right? You don't want to be in the room with the person, but it's still the part of you really enjoys about being in the room with the person. It's one of those days. So what's up, Queen?
Nothing. I'm excited about this conversation.
You excited about the conversation?
I am.
All right, so family,
we gotta have it.
We gotta have it. Oh, so go ahead and talk because you know I'm kind of electioned out.
Really?
Yeah, I'm electioned out.
I think everyone is because it's been a lot. It's real grimy right now. But I think that we're really close. Tuesday's the day.
Mm-hmm.
And you know, Trump just had a rally.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
I gotta look at you a little too.
Yeah, but you gotta do one of these.
I never.
You gotta come like this. You see, you gotta know how to finesse the mic, like you know how to finesse that text.
Stop it.
Finesse the mic. Come on the side of it, Queen.
Trumpy.
No, Queen. This look, when you look, we're gonna teach you. So you see the mic is like this when you talk in the mic. Yeah, that's it. They'll talk.
I still look for the side. Hey, can you hear me? Testing.
Can you hear yourself in the monitor?
I can.
Okay, cool.
So you know, Trump just had a rally.
And
Madison Square Garden.
Madison Square Garden.
In the middle of New York.
In the middle of New York.
Yeah, he shut down New York to then attack everybody. Black people, Puerto Ricans, Jews. That's what he do. So that's the talk of the town now. But we're also talking about what does Kamala have to say? So she's always gonna come out and hit him up for what he does. And all the Democrats are out.
Okay, so
because it's
what you mean they out?
Well, they're out because they felt it was very inflammatory. What went on at a comedian,
the white guy.
White guy.
Was he white?
Yeah, it was white.
The guy with the jokes.
Yeah.
Okay.
The joke guy.
Yeah.
And so, you know, we needed, like we said the last time, we got to look at other candidates. I think it's very important in this election to make a statement that it should be other choices.
There should be other choices.
There should be other choices.
Okay.
I know everyone loves. They said, you know, I have so many people saying the devil, deal with the devil that you know, or the best of both evils. But Evil. It's no best of evils.
There's no best of evils.
Evil's evil.
I thought they said the least of evils.
Yeah. Well, least of evils, whatever. It's still evil's evil. It's still going to hurt you.
So what are you saying?
I'm saying that there are other candidates. We have Jill Stein on the ballot. We have the Dela Cruz lady. We got Cornel West. And I think that to change this system, we have to do something revolutionary, and that is don't vote for these two parties.
So you call that's revolutionary?
I think so. It's the only way going to get a third party on the ballot. It's only going to get another conversation, because what they present is the only thing we have to choose from. That's the problem.
Okay. So you're a proponent for third party candidates.
I'm proponent for a variety.
So why did you vote for Kamala then?
Who voted for Cologne?
Didn't you vote already?
No, my mother voted. I didn't vote.
Oh,
I voted in Maryland. That's why I'm here.
That's why you're here?
That's right.
That's the only time you come to see us small people.
I come here every month.
Only come to vote.
No, I came to vote, but I'm not here to vote. But I vote. This is voting time. But I vote in Maryland.
So who you voting for?
Whew, I don't know.
Okay, cool. All right.
I know it's not Trumpy.
It's not Trumpy.
I know it's not Trump.
You don't want the beehive. You don't want the beehive to come for you.
No, I'm not voting for Trump.
The beehive. Beyonce.
She's with Kamala. I like Kamala, but I don't like this war thing that they're doing. I don't
you like the war? That's the only thing you don't like.
Some other things.
So you're what they say? You're one policy or one topic.
A lot of policies, but I don't like the Democratic Party and a lot of their policies. We live in a democratic city. Black people suffering under liberals, so I have a problem with that. I have a problem with this Gaza, how they're slaughtering people all over the world, how they treat Africa. I mean, I just have an issue with all of that, and so I think we need other choices.
So to chop up.
Yeah, we're gonna chop up the election. What you think? Who you voting for?
I will probably, at this moment, I think I'm going to vote for Stein.
Really?
Yeah.
That's revolutionary.
I mean, that's how I'm feeling right now.
Out of the third party, I think she's the best.
I think there's reasons why I would vote for Stein. I'm saying Stein, but I'm really voting for the Green Party, to be honest with you. I'm not necessarily voting for Stein because she's Stein. I'm not saying that her policies don't appease. No, I don't even think they're possibly to some degree realistic. But I do think there has to be some level of, they feel good though. They sound good.
I like the reparations. She talks about reparations all the time.
Yeah.
I like Butch Ware. I like her running mate.
But I think she says some things. I think what I like about her is that she does highlight some things. Oh, all right, family.
Okay. She has Butch Ware. I like him. I also, the reparations thing I like. I definitely like what you told me. I think we talked about that last night, what she said about if they really wanted to, that was what she said about abortion. Yeah, if the Democrats really, really wanted to solve abortion, they can just put abortion clinics on federal property. That's next level. And then nothing closes. So wow, that's something to think about. I don't know if it'll happen, but it's something to think about. You can't go back. We having some technical issues, guys. See, when we're in a room by ourselves, these kind of things happen. But we're gonna work it out because this is.
I probably have to fix it over there.
Yeah, it's making some noise. I need you guys to jump in the chat. Don't hold back. Tell us about who you're voting for or why you're voting. I think voting is important, but I do think that we have to check ourselves when it comes to voting. So jump in the chat. Don't hold back. Tuesday is the day. Tuesday is the day that the Lord has made. I'm going to church on Tuesday. So I just read on Facebook they're going to have a night of prayer the night before the election. So I said, oh, okay. Like that's going to change these demons. That's not going to change the demons.
They're gonna have a house of what?
A night of prayer.
A night of prayer.
Yeah.
You said before the night before what?
The election on Monday.
Okay.
I said, is they gonna change these demons? I don't know about that.
Look, they're gonna change the demon. Well, who are you calling demons? I mean, I thought I thought we was gonna talk about the what was going on, what has been going on on the showdown to the countdown.
Yeah, I mean, it's a lot going on. I mean, this is the crunch time. They're out there. I wish they had debated again. I think that since Trump never sat in the seat against her again, he's had the upper hand. He's been able to cause chaos, confusion. He's been able to throw darts at certain populations.
Mm-hmm.
He's been able to do a lot. His regular
cause
confusion, don't really have policies, become a buffoon. He's really good at that. And that's what's happened. But when you sit him down and you make him talk and you make him debate, he gets slaughtered. So I really wish that they had another one, but I knew he would never sit down again.
What would that do? What would having another debate do?
She had a lot of momentum after that.
So you're saying it would help her get elected?
Or help people look at other people other than him. They'll be like, he is a no-no. Even if they don't like her, he would be a no-no.
I think that yeah.
Because the problem is he never talks about anything substantial. It's always foolishness. It's always something that's gaslighting, something that's coming out of left field. If he continues to make everybody go, oh, he said that, then nobody asks for real stuff. And that's what he does. He continues confusion, chaos, and you never hear his policy. You
don't think the other half of the country asks for these things from him? Like the Democratic Party? Typically what I see is that those from the opposite party ask us about the policy positions of the other party.
I think he's laid out his policies, but I don't think he can articulate them. That's laid out for him.
You don't think that's his strategy?
I don't think Trump is dumb. See, a lot of people think he's dumb. I don't think he's dumb.
So I'm saying you don't think that's his strategy to win?
Probably is, and it might work because we got a dumb country.
Because I think that his strategy is more akin to what he naturally does. I think what Kamala is doing is, I mean, it might be natural to what she does, but she really doesn't say much. I mean, she does lay out some so-called policies better than he does in a sense. But some of the criticism of Kamala lately has been that she has been on a slur campaign about Trump. So people are saying that she's now jumping in the mud. I kind of think like when I heard Michelle Obama come out, what is it, last Saturday or something like that? Yeah. Michelle Obama, I think she did like a serious job. Like whether or not, as I told you, I don't know if I don't really agree with her antics, but I think she did a serious job at hitting people in their emotional strings. So yeah. Did you get a chance to watch Michelle?
I didn't watch her.
Obama?
She's a skill orator. Whenever she comes in the building, everybody's gonna sit down.
Well, yeah, she did an awesome job. Oh yeah, so she did an awesome job. Again, skillfully. Not that I typically agree with her or her husband, or that I really care in our vernacular for them. What I mean is something about them. I mean, it's not something about them. It's a lot about them that I just feel is fraudulent. I mean, what I mean about everybody's getting rich besides the black community.
You don't give them these black folks bad. They love Obama.
I mean, someone showed me Obama's house the other day, and I don't even do. You want to come in? Okay. Someone showed me Obama's house, and they said they said it on on Black Liberation Radio. They said we should be mad at him. So his house and not one. Then someone said which house? So the one in Martha's Vineyard. That is the house they showed. Yeah, and so when I think about us and our community, it really frustrates me to some degree, because what I really see is what we want to do is what they call change spaces or places. We want to change spaces or places with other people. We want to see Obama. We want to see our elected officials just to be we don't mind them being oppressors. And we're so starstruck. We are addicted to stars. Not just us. I'm just saying we emulate, we copy Eurocentric ideas and ideals.
We're very performative.
We're
anything that you can perform for us and we're fine with it.
Yeah.
Nothing real, just performance.
And I'm saying that they think it's real, but I think the policy, the political goals are out of whack. Like, we just want to become black. We just want to change spaces with white people. We want to be on top and still not deal with the real issues, which is the system. We love to see billionaire black people that don't do anything or much of anything for our community, or anything that is material that would change our conditions materially.
But one would say, why do they have to? It's their money.
Well, that's because they're telling us they want all this change, but they're not willing to even put two dimes together to help make that a possibility. And I'm not saying, oh, well, they don't do anything. Come on now. What we have to do, understand, even there's something called false generosity. And we have to understand that people give out certain things. And it's not even about money. It's about that's what they want. It's about, are you really fighting for something that's really going to give us a shot? Or you just becoming more of the problem? Or you just status quo? Like, I mean, there's nothing about anybody who becomes a billionaire that's going to help us.
So do you think a billionaire could stay a billionaire if they really help black people? Do you think that they would allow a billionaire to continue in a billionaire status?
That's the problem.
If they focus on the plight of black people?
Well, I mean, I guess what does it look like for someone to be focused on the plight of black people? I think that in itself will make you unpopular. Hence, people won't support that which will bring about change for black people. So people will not support you because you no longer are shucking and jiving and dancing and playing the part and just becoming white people in blackface.
But the system, I think, will come in search and come after you.
Who's the system?
Well, all of these, when I say system, the banks, they will IRS, they use their systematic controls to break the billionaire down. If they're going to help black people per se.
You leave your feet off my court.
Yeah, no, I'm not touching your court. I'm sorry.
No, I'm trying to make this makeshift studio for us,
no
and she over here messing with my court. You know what I mean? So,
but I really think that they wouldn't allow a black person who's a billionaire to assist black people. That's part of the game.
Well, they can allow
you be here, but you won't be
here. Nobody's going.
People, you're gone.
Well, yeah. What does that mean, though? What does that mean?
That means that you're not truly a billionaire.
Well, you can have $1 billion in the bank, but that doesn't mean that.
Listen, when they're ready to get rid of you, P. Diddy, they said had $1 billion in the bank.
I know, but that's different than what's going to change the conditions for our people. We think that that's going to change the conditions because we got somebody with $1 billion. It's not about $1 billion. It's about who controls the systems. It's about who controls the resources. It's about, like, you can have all the money. Like, I literally was just thinking about this the other day when I thought about reparations, and I am for reparations. But when I listen to some of our, I'm going to say, greatest thinkers, it leads me to think about, so not are we just going to give the money away or give it back? The problem is, if you get money, it's not. Let me explain what I'm saying. It's not about our poor habits that's going to give the money back to the people who run a society. Is that is not what is powerful. They can print money. Okay, money is not the thing. It's the power. It's the weapons. It's the resources. It's those who are in certain positions.
So how do we conjure that when we talk about billionaires? So if it's not about billions, how do we get to a space where we
Mhm.
control those type of things? We control the banks, we control the resources, we control things that change communities, policy. We make policy that
How do we do that?
centers the black experience. Yes.
Well, there's gonna have to be a way that there's gonna have to be a redistribution, as Dr. King says, of the resources. Now,
And that's
even that though, when I think about it, even that, even if the resources were redistributed, if we practice the same type of politics, or we practice the same type of social system, or the same type of economic, I'm sorry, the same type of economy or economic system, then what's going to happen is we're still going to have more of the same, just in blackface.
Thank you.
So the system itself has to be changed. The ideas have to be changed. The way that we operate has to be changed. That has to be something different. What you seeing there?
I'm looking at Brother E. Shout out to Brother E. Said it's about having a black face in the place and vicarious experience of perceived power. That's right.
What does that mean?
Vicarious, it's not real
Mm-hmm.
and it's perceived. So even the black faces there, like you're saying, they don't have any power.
Vicarious.
Experience.
Okay.
Would you like me to look at vicarious?
No, I don't need. I mean, it's not. That doesn't mean it's not real.
You know how you live vicariously through someone, so it's not real.
Yeah.
You're experiencing it, but it's not actually you experiencing it.
Okay.
Yeah. And then a perceived power. So the power is a perception of power that you don't really have.
Perceived power.
Exactly.
Okay.
So you're having that black face there. So he's actually saying what you're saying.
Okay. If that's what he's saying.
Yeah,
Okay.
he's saying that if the black face is there.
It's about having a black face in the place and vicarious experiences of perceived power. Yeah. I think it's not a fully fleshed out statement, but I think that goes along with what we're saying. Yeah.
He's generally saying what you're saying.
Yeah, I think so too.
Yeah.
So that's the problem. We really think that we
How
can
do we get there?
black, as Dr. Ball speaks about, we think we can black business our way out of oppression.
Yeah. Or like Black Wall Street our way out of it.
We think we can black Wall Street or black business our way into liberation. When that right there is basically the trick. It's the carrot. It's the trick. I mean, when people give you things, they can control you. Dr. Amos Wilson always speaks about it's not about what they're going to take away from you. It's about what they give you that controls you. Dr. Ball, and I know many people kind of struggle with Dr. Ball, but one of the things when he looks at things, he typically talks about how we, like, what are you getting really out of what they're giving you? Like, for example, certain things are counter insurgent. Many things that they give you is to be counter revolutionary. So like, for example, we'll give you certain things so that you can feel like you're getting something, so that, for example, non-for-profits. I realized those are some counter revolutionary things for the most part. I'm not saying people aren't trying to do some good work, but non-for-profits ain't changing nothing. And I'm not saying people,
so many in Baltimore.
It's too many. And I'm not saying that
I have one.
I'm not saying that I'm not saying that I will never use one. I haven't used one yet, but I can't become dependent on it if I did use it, because they control you. In fact, I see too many non-for-profits out here. They have good missions, but in fact, the money runs out and then the mission runs out. They got to find a new source. They got to find another source, and they got to find a new source. They got to report. So they're saying, look, okay, don't riot. We'll give you $50 million, Baltimore, to do this. And you just have to stay in these parameters. Yeah. You know what I mean? So it's kind of like, I'm not saying all, but I'm saying most, and that's almost all, that I agree with what a lot. Dr. Ball says when he says that these things, including the idea of black capitalism or black business and the non-for-profit industrial complex and all these type of things, and even the brother, what's his name? Asori Burton. Pardon if I say his name. He has a book called The Tip of the Spear. And in his book, he speaks about how even college education for inmates was something that they were giving them so that they will no longer be revolutionaries in prisons. So look, we're going to give you education to quell your revolutionary spirit.
I always say the more educated you are, the more you affiliate.
And not just that though. It's like I get that's true. Yeah. And I gave you something. Mm-hmm. So now you become a part of what you perceive is a victory, but what it really does is just maintain the status quo. It's like what the brother what is his name? He talks about interest convergence. Dr. I think it's Bell. Pardon me, it's a little late, from the critical race theory brother. Elder ancestor now. And it speaks about interest convergence, meaning that they'll give you the thing when it serves their interests, when it serves their purpose. And so that's kind of hard, right? Because even one time I was thinking like, so it's the question like, so when they give us something, are we ever happy? But the reality is they never really give you anything that will overthrow or change or rearrange the system in a way that it serves all people.
So if we were revolutionary and we understood community and unite, could we flip that though?
If we were what?
Revolutionary.
What does revolutionary mean?
I'm willing to do anything to get to a point. Lose, get away from, you ain't gotta wear Jordans, you ain't buying no new cars. You don't need Gucci on your chest.
I'm not sure if I call that revolutionary. And I think I'm
saying a person that's get away from this system.
Okay.
I would say the tangibles, the things you could buy.
Well, I think we have to be willing to. I read something earlier today. Oh my God, it was straight on my mind. I think I took a screenshot of it because I've been thinking about it. I've been thinking about it for a while now, and it was just clearly and succinctly put. It says we all place ourselves in danger to one degree or another when we stand up, but we place our children and grandchildren in even greater danger when we don't. So a lot of us, even I was teaching a class the other day, and in my class is about is a multicultural class, but it's really about like changing systems, not people. Because what non-for-profits do, their goal is to change people, to bring all these programs like showers and in your community. They bringing showers to the hood. Technology. No, they bringing showers they literally bring showers to communities where there's homeless people. Okay, so this is what we do. We bring showers. Okay, they literally they give clean needles, right? All these seem like admirable things, right? Okay, this is what your non-for-profits are doing. So what we're doing is we're going to give them free mental health counseling. Okay, that's great. What we're going to do is give them free food. And I'm saying all that is great. But the reality is they are still trying to fix people as if the people in the conditions are the problem and not the system. I do this activity in my class where I say, so I asked them what makes people poor, which I learned from the People's Institute for Change or something like that. With very powerful, interestingly, a very powerful training I went through. But you got to keep, the system is so strong. They'll tell you how to they'll tell you that they're playing your face. They'll give you training. They'll tell you that they're the problem, but because they know you're not that you're not going to do what's needed for the most part to make the change, because they know that you gave them something. So they're playing in your face. They let you know that the system is the problem. They'll even give you trainings on it. Wow. But then they'll tell you that non-for-profits, I'm talking the training for non-for-profits told us that non-for-profits are problematic. So, but they're part of the system. And they told us that it's not about fixing people, it's about fixing the system. So now we want you on the board. Now you're on the board, but now you're supposed to come in this board and make decisions that about changing systems, but they define your role and how much influence you have as an advisory board member. I had to get off a board here in Baltimore because they told you that, they gave you all this training, but they didn't give you any power. All right, so what we're going to get y'all to do is look at grants and see who gets the money. Want y'all to help us make those decisions. That's no powerful position. I mean, that's a position to say, oh, well, maybe I'll put it in this person's hands because it seems like they, you might make some equity type of decisions, but equity decisions don't really bring about change.
So how do we bring about change? What is the solution?
We already said it. There has to be, in some way, a dismantling and in the birth of something new. Without that, we're going to continue to get what we get. There's ideas called systems theories. They play in your face. All you got to do is read it. System theory said that the system itself, which is designed to give you the outcomes that is designed to give you. In other words, the way that the system is designed in the matter to give you whatever you get out of it.
It's working.
And I'm saying that's not like, so sometimes I hear people say, well, the system isn't broken. And I'm not saying and sometimes that just pees people off because somebody wants to sound like they want to pontificate and intellectualize. But no, there's some truth in that. I think we should really listen to it. Like when you look at systems theory, there's literally research and evidence about how systems work, whether or not it's mechanical systems, political systems, economic systems, all those type of systems have similarities. They are designed to do what they do. Even if you designed it to do something else, but it's giving you something else, your intent and what it's designed to do are two different things. You can intend to help people. You can intend, but so you create this system to bring about certain outcomes, but it doesn't bring those outcomes about. Your intent is different than the outcomes. But once you realize the outcomes that you're getting, you create a system to get the outcomes that you got. It's kind of like putting seeds in the ground, and now you thought broccoli was going to come out of the earth, but instead cabbage came out. If you keep using those seeds, you're going to keep getting what? What was it? I forgot. What was the first one? Broccoli? Yeah. So you're going to keep getting broccoli. I guess. Go ahead, Queen.
It's I don't know. We live under the system. We need change.
Mm-hmm.
This election season to me it's another distraction because in all actuality, is after we're done with this, the person who sits in the seat, they do the same things.
Well, Jill Stein said
they do the same stuff.
Jill Stein said her goal is to dismantle empire.
JT Fact said instead of dismantling, can we just improve?
Well, the problem is if JT, I think JT's an engineer. I think he is.
Yeah, he want to build a system.
And the problem is you can't improve the system unless when it's drastically giving you the outcomes, you have to change the system.
Because it's unimprovable.
It's giving you exactly what you want, what it's designed to do. You can improve. That's what we try to do. We try to make sure homeless people have shelters. System Series says stop putting money and time into shelters. Build houses. Find something, but because people don't have to be homeless. And what we do as liberals, we try to change things. Homeless, it's called the unhoused. Stop. You keep changing words to feel better. It's not about them. I don't want them to feel bad. You don't want to feel bad. I'm unhoused. I don't hear people say, I'm unhoused. I hear you saying it. You know what I'm saying? I hear you say it. They say I'm homeless. You know, like what I'm so yeah. I mean, I get it, and I think it's an admirable thing to want to fit. What's it called? Improve it.
Not dismantle.
It's kind of like,
and I don't know why we don't want to dismantle like something that is historically hurt us, historically kill us, which is in present time, in real time, hurting us, hurting our children, hurting our community, and we still just want to improve. Let's just keep it, but make it better. It's not good. It's a problem.
The system itself, like cybernetics, bringing this cybernetics speaks about, and that's another part of systems theory, right? And it, when you look at just on an individual level in a family, what it says is the family system tries to find homeostasis. So what we would do is change this, change that, this a change. But what systems do and the body does, what familial systems do, they find homeostasis. So literally, the mind has to change, the ideas have to change, the rules have to change in order for the family to improve. So people come to counseling all the time, and what they want to do is continue to do what they do and maybe do something a little different, but that little difference is just enough to continue to get them what they're comfortable with doing. We literally have to change in a major and a radical way to bring about change. I've talked to people all the time, even today. I talk to people and they're saying like, well, you know, that we don't want to change. We like the things that we have. So it's like we want change, but we don't want change because we don't want discomfort, because there's a major discomfort with change. Real change with improvement.
That's what I say about revolutionary. You got to be able to give all of that up, and I don't think we can.
So whatever it is, right?
I don't think we can.
You know, however it works. I'm not saying like I don't have all the ideas about how that's going to look, but I do say that there's going to be some things that I would imagine there's things that we will like that we still can do, but the mind has to change for sure.
How do you get gross change in the mindset when we all are being educated the same way, we're being enculturated the same way? It's like there's a script to this thing, and that is why the education in all schools are the same. That's why you go.
They're not though. That's part of the system. The education, all the schools aren't the same. The system decides who gets the information. The system itself, the systems, let me say that create the big system, the systems like the media, they decide geographic areas. They decide, the algorithms on the internet decide what information you receive and what information you don't. I'm not going to put the apps out there because we're not big enough to be getting the money that people get for offering up these different types of sources to go and look at the research. But I've subscribed to them, and they'll tell you the left actually reports this and the right reports this, or the centrists report this, and you'll see that the media is biased, and it's always been that way. Even TV programming, you don't get in certain regions. You think you're in the United States and everybody's getting the same. Same thing with education systems. You don't get the same. And I work with
same. I mean, it's all regimented through the system.
Absolutely.
That's what I mean.
Right.
It might not be the same information,
right,
but it's regimented. Everybody is getting what they want you to get.
Absolutely.
I don't care if it's HBCU, CUU.
They're programming the people.
They're programming.
It doesn't matter if you are wealthy white or wealthy black or wealthy or poor black or poor white. You're getting your type of information to literally, honestly, to a great degree, to keep us divided.
Absolutely. You have to keep people divided. It's more people than the government and all of these rules and the army. So they got to keep the people divisive.
I mean, I'm gonna be very bold now. I'm gonna tell you, it's a struggle to deal with white people. It's a real struggle to deal with white people, especially but the reality is they've been programmed to be that way. It's not like they're naturally like we think. Oh, we create all these conspiracy theories. Oh, they just are naturally like that. No, they're not. They've been programmed, just like we've been programmed. And to a great degree, we have to really realize that we've been programmed to think that way. And some people say, well, understanding is not enough. Understanding is not enough. You know, the most common question that I receive from white students is, what can I do? And the reality is they don't want the answer to that question. And many of us don't either, though.
Is that a guilt question?
Well, yeah, partly. Sometimes it is. Like, what can I do? How can I help? I feel so overwhelmed. I can't change this. And sometimes it's frustration. But the reality is, but at the same time, you don't want to hear you got to give up your stuff.
Or share your stuff.
Yeah, that's what I mean. Yeah. That I like that better, actually.
Yeah.
And but the reality is we don't want to hear that. And I used to be like, well, how do I expect them to do it if we're not going to do it? You know what I mean? Like, and I'm telling you, like, being a person in organization, I realized, nah, people ain't, a lot of times people are not ready for that. And that's a hard work. And I applaud those organizations who work together collectively and communally, but in these individual enclaves, that's not enough. It has to change from the top. I'm not saying, look, I'm going to tell you, sometimes I felt less hopeful than others, but this moment I feel more hopeful. But the messaging cannot continue to be the same messaging, the same capitalistic celebrity culture that we have in the USA. To me, the election process is despicable.
I mean, just look at the amount of celebrities paraded in front of you.
Yeah, and even the celebrities,
like, they matter. Like, because you say.
Yeah, I mean, my man John Legend was kicking knowledge, but still, I mean, my man John Legend was kicking knowledge the other day. You know what I mean? But why you got John Legend out here?
Who's John Legend?
You know, I mean, he do some good work, but John Legend want to keep it safe too.
Thank you. You want to stay rich.
You know, and I'm not saying that John Legend has said things that other people will not say. So, and he might even believe what he says, because we all, you know, believe different things at different times. But he is saying things that other celebrities have not said. But at the same time, what I realize about many people is that when I hear people who have a political person such as Kamala or Trump, and they can't find nothing to critique this person about, that person's credibility is shot in my eyes.
So they gotta be critiqued.
Because, like, you can't say nothing. Like you all against the war in Palestine, John, but then you find a way to intellectualize why it's okay for Kamala to be a part of this.
But don't you think that even Trump, they're all going to support the Jews? They're all going to support this war. I don't even think this is Kamala. I don't care who sits there.
Nah.
Baby sits
well,
there.
That's not what Dr. Jill says.
Dr. Jill don't support that.
Dr. Jill
out of there.
No, well, it does. I don't think she's doing it not to be out there.
If she sat in that chair.
Look, let's keep it 100.
She was not going to support
what she is.
For her.
Do you know? I'm not sure. They said it happened before, though. They said that that there has been a call before to stop certain wars in Israel, and I can't remember the president's name, but it happened before. So historically, and I trust the sources. You know, I can't remember the president who stopped the war before. Somebody in the chat, you got smart people in there, but the president does have that level of power.
I think the president does.
So who's gonna come? Who's gonna come for them? Who's gonna come for them?
Listen, we see presidents get killed.
No. Who's going to come for them? Trump then got shot at 3 times.
You really think he got shot at?
I mean, I can't deny it because I don't have evidence that says that. We do have some evidence that he did. We do. What do you mean? You don't think people getting shot literally in the crowd was as evidence that there was bullets?
No, that was evidence for everything that happened, but he didn't get shot.
So I mean,
shot because he was
I'm not going to fight that, but what I'm saying is there is some evidence this in that direction. You're saying there's no evidence.
when I say evidence, that is you have to have someone die. You have to have
Yeah.
someone get shot for it to be believable.
I'm saying I don't have evidence that says that somebody that wasn't people really trying to take him out. I mean, I can't. To me, it's not hard to think that somebody would want to take him out.
They're not gonna get to him. He's a con artist.
What?
They're not getting to.
Has anybody ever been in the White House? Is not a con artist.
Well, they are con artists. That's not gonna happen.
But has anybody ever? Has any president ever got shot in the White House?
In the White House?
I mean, not in the White House, but someone who's been. Yeah. So, what do you think? What happened to them? Okay, I get you. You just saying that Trump is with the stuff.
I'm saying that they are staging these things for attention.
Okay, now is this on BlakBoXXaS and Dr.
That's what I'm saying. I think it's not.
Well, I don't have evidence to support that or not support that.
I'm saying
Yeah, but so I can't speak. I can't speak to it other than what the information I have available, and there's evidence that says that people literally were shooting at this man. Okay.
John Legend need that black face in the place to make him feel more powerful.
Who's that?
That's Brother E.
That's Brother E.
Yeah, Eric Jackson.
Okay. What's up, E?
Shout out to Brother Eric.
So look, he talked like you. He said like statements, and then I gotta figure it out.
No, you don't talk like me. I'm just saying he said
he your main man because he rhymed too. John doesn't need that face in the place.
He's a powerful brother. You know, he has a nonprofit, but he's doing good things like you. So he's a powerful guy.
He know the nonprofit industrial complex is real. Yeah.
I'm not saying it's not real.
I'm just saying, like, we got probably more non-for-profits in Baltimore City than anywhere.
This is seat of nonprofits.
And guess what?
What? And it's most some of the worst things is happening.
And it's fixing all the city problems.
No, it's not.
It's fixing everything.
No,
it's doing all this. I mean, that's what I'm saying. They have us out here, well-meaning folk, working through these systems, and we hope that they work. But the reality is, they hinder.
But I think a lot of times, Dr. Dodd, is people are trying with the tools that they have.
With the tools available, and guess what? They pay good.
Yeah, and they pay good.
And you know what? I can get a nice house and a nice car, and maybe I'll be like the other person around the corner that got one. You know how many people call me every day with all these ideas? Like,
yeah, money is definitely a motivator. And
what the problem is, people call me with these ideas, but that money talk don't motivate me. It just it turns me off. Hey, yeah, you know, we can make a grip, like, you know what I'm saying? Like, yeah, I'm like, so is it going to help the people? Or is it not? That'd be my question. Like, is it really? Well, and then some people literally say, nah, it ain't gonna really help them, but somebody else gonna get the money.
But listen, you have other mechanisms of making money.
Everybody does,
but everybody has other mechanisms. They do that. They choose to.
Yeah. If you can get a non-for-profit started, you got a lot of skill sets.
Is that right?
Yes, sir. Yes, ma'am.
So you're saying that they have the propensity
to do a lot of things, and put what you were saying earlier. What you said earlier is that, you know, we're gonna have to shed some things. And guess what? I shed some things. And guess what? I struggle. I know everybody think I'm rich, but look, due to the work that I do and the way that I do things, that's opportunities I don't get. I don't care because I don't need that. I want to see real change. In fact, I won't feel good because to me, that's blunt money. I'm not saying everything and I'm just saying you have to have a real strategy, not to just line your bank account. Because a lot of us are lining bank accounts, and we love us revolutionary folk. We love the ones who got. Look, it's so funny because we love the ones who doing well. They're like, yeah, you know, he got a non-for-profit. She got a non-for-profit, and she got shit making. She jamming off, and I'm like, so what is she doing for the community? I mean, she like, and then it'd be like, oh, like even us in our community.
The reason for people to move into the nonprofit arena is to help. It's a community.
And other people, you know how many people I talk to?
A lot of scammers doing it too.
Well, definitely. I can't tell the difference. And I get it, like some people going there for good reason, but then you get sunk in there and stuck in there. It's kind of like not Cornell West. What was Henry Louis Gates said? We went to Harvard or all these Ivy League colleges, and we went in there with our black fists and our black pick and all this type of thing. And we came out eating caviar. So what I'm saying is like, I think there's some people that can, with a systematic way that's well intentioned. But I also know there's organizations in Baltimore that aren't taking money from certain. Well, they're doing a little bit of they're strategic in it, and they're not stuck in it. So I think that you can, but it cannot be your whole. Lots of people, this is their whole. So they are pigeonholed. They are pigeonholed by this. Like I'm saying, I would never say that I would not do a program of this or that. But that can never be my whole or even a major part of it, because then my mind will be foggy. Your mind will be foggy. I left recently, I resigned from a faculty position because it makes your mind foggy when you out there in that particular spot. I could not really do things the way I want to do things in a comfortable way if I'm going to try to keep a job there.
Everybody in that revolution.
So what I'm saying is in order. I'm just saying what you said though. You said that we have to be able to give up some of these comfort creatures.
We have to. The only way to get out of this hole.
So what you saying?
I'm saying that we have to, but it's very hard.
Right.
It's very hard for me to say. Listen, to keep my job, I'm gonna leave these benefits. I'm not my nonprofit. I'm gonna shut it down. I'm not going to jump into any of this stuff that's going down out here. I'm just going to be focused about the community and build community. That's really hard.
But to keep in mind, I think that we are not personally at the time in history where we will make those decisions on a collective level. Where I think we are now, that if we can, though, because people are going to be trying to get their money. We are not angry enough right now.
We'll collectively vote.
We are not feeling the hurt or the pain, and we collectively vote one because that's the most revolutionary we think we can. That's our revolution. We think that voting another oppressor in the White House is revolutionary. That's problematic.
Real talk. Real talk right there. That's Cliff. That's real talk. Yeah, you're right.
What Cliff talking about?
He just said peace.
Peace.
I really think that our options are few, and we've escalated the options that's given into something that is your choice, that you're contributing to the whole, that this is your right.
Our options are few. Our options are few. We the most holy people in the world, and now we talking about our options are few. When God, and we got the most melanin, and we got the most intuition. We got all this thing. We got finite everything. But then when it comes to this, we want to say our options are few. Our options aren't few.
Look at JT. JT, you always being explosive. Listen, guys, we put the
what JT's talking about.
The link in the chat. You can come sit in here. You can come in the room with us.
No, we ain't. Hold up.
You can come in the room with us. JT says, "Sorry, Queen. What you suggest is not practical. People will not give up comforts. That's the problem."
Well, I think what's going to have to happen. Again, people will probably not give up comfort. That's true. So a few people will. Yeah, those people out there on the front line, and we need those people on the front line. But the reality is, at some point, it will reach a point where you don't have to give up the comfort. That it's going to be uncomfortable.
With the comfort.
Yeah, like you don't have to tell people in Palestine that they're uncomfortable. They know they are. When America starts to fall, I don't know. See, again, this is what I'm saying. This is again what I'm saying here.
But we don't believe that.
Well, it probably won't happen in our lifetime. But that's why I read this statement that was put out earlier. What's been on my mind? We all place ourselves in danger to one degree or another when we stand up. But we place our children and grandchildren in even greater danger when we don't. But most of us, we not really concerned about that right now. So, and the thing is, the what they call the writing is on the wall.
So you're saying that we won't be concerned until it's too late.
No, not when it's too late. I'm going to say that's when it's going to be the right time.
Mm.
No, we will rise when it's time to rise. But the problem is there still have to be these people here out here organizing and trying to get you to see that there's a reason. And then at that point in time, hopefully there's enough people out here who's organized enough in knowing that the system is going to fall. I'm not saying it's going to happen next week. I'm sorry. I don't want you to think I'm crazy. Like I sound like a conspiracy theorist. But what I'm saying is all systems have their failure when they fall.
This one isn't sustainable.
Well, none of them have been.
You can't sustain a system.
When the people start feeling oppressed, we don't feel oppressed enough. And the people that are oppressed, they overlook. They are invisible. Most of us are our own family members are invisible to us. I mean, literally, I'm talking to like the fact that Kamala can come on and talk about her middle class upbringing, like, and people like not call like, oh yeah, I came from the middle class to what, Kamala? Okay, well, look, but where did she come from? Middle class? I'm trying to tell you that is the destination for most black people. I want to make it to the middle class, not out of the middle class. Like she, her mother's a scientist. Her dad's an economist, which is a social scientist. Like, what I'm saying is, what are you talking about?
He never was in the middle class.
Huh?
She said she came from the middle class because her mother raised her.
So now the middle class give you hood points.
Yeah.
That's not what it is. Yeah, huh? The middle class is the people trying to make it to the middle class, Queen.
She said her mom's a single mother because her father and her got divorced.
She know how to tell a story, can't she? Yeah, I mean, you got to do that. That's what's sad. And it ain't about Kamala. It's about what the system in America requires you to do. It requires you to pander. Then we ask the question, why are they pandering? Because the system is set up that you have to. It's kind of like, think about it. Think about it when you were in school and you wrote I ran for homecoming king.
Oh, did you now?
I won.
Excuse me.
I had to literally go and sign and be a little cool, do my little flavor. Your little ability to communicate messaging allows you to win. Yeah. It's not you don't have to be the best. You just have to be the best person. Look, the money allows you to win, huh?
How does Trump win?
Well, because he got money and he's very attractive. I keep telling you that. People like that gritty. They like that. People who look at rap music, you saw all the rappers around him, right? No, we like the gritty of Trump. I'm telling you, even the people that don't like him like his grit. He tell people, shut up. We like that. Look, you think that he will be the president to go and talk to Putin? Like, look, bro, sit down. So let me talk to you. Like people like that. And I'm not saying it's going to happen. But he has convinced you that he's doing that. Look, we like Umar Johnson. Like, we know Umar Johnson is out here doing things. He got all these women taking pictures. And that doesn't stop women from continuously taking pictures with him and trying to put their Sundays or Fridays best on. Friday's the club night, right? Their Fridays best on to go to a conscious event. They put their Fridays best on to go to Reverend Umar's event. So what I'm saying is they like that. We know that the society like the bad boy. That's why so many single men and women out here. Because the regular old Joe, he ain't cool enough. We're not attracted to that. Because we've been through too much trauma to like something that's healthy. I'm talking about the society.
You're right. I mean, Trump is very attractive to certain people, but he does not.
A lot of people, a lot of people have the goddamn country right now, including some of your brothers and sisters. I mean, I don't know which is sadder. Either way, we being smooshed. But look, what's happening out there?
Brother E said, huh? People like Judge Judy, yeah, because
they like Judge Judy. They like that crazy. What's that guy? The one who the Trump guy? What's his name? Judge Joe Brown. They like, well, he just, let me tell you something, get my barbecue sauce. Like, what is he talking about? Like, look, comma, she's a HR, beep, beep, beep. Like, dude, like, people like that. That's despicable to me. Even though I'm not saying look.
I mean, if people are liking these things, something is wrong with this country.
Something is wrong. We've been saying that.
If we are liking what we're seeing, what's being illustrated in front of us, the idiocy.
It's attractive. It pulls on our trauma. We like trauma. This country is built on trauma. Wow. The people who came here that called themselves the Pilgrims and the Protestants and all, they were already traumatized. They were the poor people. They were the people who was in prison. They were the people who were like, they got the chance to come and start a new life. But you can't take.
And they inflicted trauma on others.
Then they inflicted trauma on other people. So the society here that we have is a very traumatic type of experiment. Wow. It's a.
But to hear people say what it is, it's the best place in the world.
And we all operate.
America's the best country.
Out of fear.
Everything is best about America.
That's even crazy. Like, that makes me, like, when people say God bless America, I say, what about everywhere else? And even us, even those of us, we gotta keep it real. Though that look, the chill is look, you got me hot. Look, you know, look, see, she want to come everywhere and own it. I tell you. Look.
I'm not saying that.
She want to own everything. Look, she got on a sweater.
I'm gonna get choked up.
Look, I didn't put all this work in. After she didn't she didn't put me, she didn't little boyed me earlier. Told me what I must do. You do it. You do it. I'm busy. I'm out here in the streets, y'all. Look, you do it. You know, I'm gonna leave it alone. Just leave me alone.
That's how you do. I swear you cannot keep stuff in the back office.
Okay. So what's the deal? What's popping? What's happening?
The deal is, I like what you said tonight. I really think that we have to think about what we're doing. Our behaviors, we continue to condone this foolishness. What we see, this election season, people try to make you feel as if you don't vote, you're bad. If you don't vote for Kamala or Trump, then what are you doing? Because the other three ain't going to win. That's a problem. Why are we even in something? Why do people even run if they don't have the propensity to win? Well, why don't we look at them?
Because I'm sorry. Because the goal is not always to win. True. Sometimes the goal is to look. Let me tell. Look, there's 1,000 reasons why somebody would run. Guess what? If you were to run tomorrow as president, and you had some people behind you, do you even know that your popularity would go up, even though you never made it on the main stage? Do you know that, like, so for example, the Green Party, if they're trying to get on the ballots in all the states, if they're trying to get the money from the federal government, they're trying to reach that 5% threshold, that would be a great reason to run. They don't think they're going to win, but they're not going to say they won't. But at the same time,
the threshold is important. Being on the ballots and being seen. You got to get to the point where you can even be seen.
But history doesn't say that they will not ever win.
Yeah, because Republican Party years ago.
There has to be some people out here organizing when the event or an event happens that kicks a certain level of momentum. I am suggesting today that there's a certain level of momentum for the Green Party. Not that they're going to win, but there is a certain level of momentum. All it has to do, you have to be organized when something happens that sparks or what is it called? What do they say? Turn the tide in your direction. You have to be ready. Like, so sometimes people already know that they're not going, but you have to prepare. Like right now, do I think that there's going to be a revolution and all this type of thing right now in my lifetime and all that? Nah, I don't know what's going to happen. But what I am saying, we must be prepared, and we must prepare our children for it. And we're fighting a serious fight to even prepare our children for it, because look, not even our children, our people, because we don't think things can change. That's part of the problem. In fact, there was a time when there was no Republican or Democratic Party. There was a time that this land was not what white people weren't on it. There's a time when this land was full of indigenous people, the different people in this region of the world. There was a time when people things not only can change, things will change. Now, it doesn't mean in your lifetime, but things have changed in your lifetime. You never know what will happen. And I am telling you right now, let's look how much Kamala's changed. She's changed so much just because the ideas of the people have changed. That was funny, right? Let's keep it a buck. Look how much she's changed. She is a Republican running under the Democratic Party. Is she not?
I mean, she's just
the sister is
to the left as they are.
Right. To the right. She's to the right.
She's just to the right.
I'm for fracking. I'm for putting borders up. I'm for deportation. Look, just 4 years ago, they were saying open the borders up for all the people from South America and Mexico and Latin America, because these are their true land. These people own that land. They were the indigenous people here. Now they're like, no. Like, stand on your stuff. No process is going to be easy, and no process will. What do Milkaga Bra says? No victory will be. There's no easy victories. So if you want to bring about change for those people that you know who are indigenous to this land, and now you think there's not going to be any issue even when they come here, there will be issue. There will be issue, but the problem is, yeah, that's a lot. I mean, yeah, go ahead, Queen. Like, you got something to say. I'm just saying, like, you can't look. I'm just saying, like, just 4 years ago, they were open for the Dream Act and we got these. Look, I've been to so many workshops in these sanctuary cities and all that talk. This is what liberals were saying. Sanctuary cities. So let's do this and let's get the Dream Act and let's make sure that they don't get deported and let's kind of give them counseling and resources and make sure they can get licenses and all this. And now she's saying deport them.
But Obama was deported. He deported more people than any president.
Exported.
He was the deporter in chief.
Yeah,
that's what he did.
Yeah.
So he deported everybody.
Mm-hmm.
And so
yeah,
even we might say that, but he was the one sitting in the back.
You got a little cold over there? You get me scared.
I don't have a cold.
Yeah, hold on.
This is the ice box, so I'm congested.
Okay, you scare me now. Look,
I don't know, but so
that thing on 70 and she cold. What do you want to be?
Obama did that. So you said 5 years ago they might have been saying it, but he was deporting people left and right.
He was, but what they were saying and what liberals were saying, see, again, we understand Obama did a lot of things that we don't care about. We understand, like, because we don't care when a black liberal is in the White House. We might give a white liberal a little bit more action. We don't, because Biden can't do no wrong. Biden can't do no wrong. What's his name? Clinton couldn't do no wrong, and they did lots of wrong. But when a black one come in there, the world goes to sleep. Oh, a black person, they're safe. They're humane people. They're humane people. And I beg to differ with some people who say, well, hey, family, give us some likes, give us some shares, leave us some comments, do all that type of thing. But look,
if you're on Facebook, go to YouTube.
If you're on Facebook, go on YouTube.
Yeah, because I'm getting ready to get off Facebook.
Okay, so check it. So they just changed all their position. Listen, look at how much you have to change your own ethical stances and act like you didn't do it. To win in this competitive country, you have to lie. Because you can't really say what you want to say unless you Trump, because he really believes some of that. Lots of, like, Like,
Lies too. He believes.
but the problem is he's popular because he lies. Like, it's like because he lies, he's a man. He can lie. He's Trump. He's just playing. Just like the comedian. The comedian talked about everybody on that stage the other day.
Yeah, and he said it's a joke. He's a comedian.
Yeah, but you know, when you see people from the right begin to complain about the left and their comedians, and then you see it flip flop, it's like all y'all are playing this game. They will take up if Steve Harvey came out and started saying things about Trump supporters, all the left would be not left, not real left, the liberals. They will be out here like, yeah, Steve Harvey didn't say nothing wrong. He's a comedian. They would.
It's a hard thing. I think that tradition is why we do the things we do. Voting is a traditional movement in the U.S. I don't know if we're voting our interest because it's never going to be our interest. So we really got to think about.
We can't vote our interests. I mean, if you look at Jill Stein's, I'm not saying it won't be a battle, but if you look at Jill Stein's platform, most black people will not disagree. Well, let me say the Green Party. When you look at Jill Stein and Butch Ware, the Green Party's platform, I think most black people will be like, whoa, yeah.
Butch Ware is a powerful guy.
The man is, they're talking about, I'm not saying what they would do or none of that. I'm not, but what I am saying is they have it written. That's right. Now, some of us saying that's stupid. That's stupid because they'll never get elected saying that type of thing. But then people say, well, they don't have a black agenda. The same folk. And then it's like, so, you know what I mean? So I do think a statement, you also, again, going back to our earlier discussion, you can make statements. Let me show you how much of a statement was made. Even with all the criticism about black men going over to Trump, the polls showing it sometimes, and then all this stuff going on social media about black men really voting in the other direction, it forced Kamala to lie. No, it forced her to lie. Well, I have a black men's agenda. The same one who also said, I would never say I would do anything. What did she say? Explicitly for black people, or exclusively for black people. But now she says, well, I have a black agenda. Well, I'll at least lie and say it, but I'm not going to really say it. So I'm going to give you this black men's, whatever she called it. And these are the things I'm going to do. And it's all a lie when you look at the fine print. You don't even got to look at the fine print. You just got to look at just read. You're like, look, black men and others. And then you got to ask your question like, so how does this help black men and exclusively black men? So now she got this whole propagandized agenda for black men that ain't for black men.
Yeah, we went through that.
But it's because
you guys can go back and see that one. That's 2 weeks ago.
Yeah.
We went through the black men's agenda.
But it's because the same black men that people are fussing out. So now she has to appease them some kind of way, even though she's lying. And I think those same black men that saw that are smart enough to say, this is BS.
So what do we do?
What do we do?
This is election season. We're going to have one every 2 years. And every 4 years, a national presidents. Some people in 2 years are going to elect mayors and governors. What do we do with this? What do we do? We have to participate. Policy is a problem.
We don't have to participate. Who said we have to participate?
That's what they say.
Who?
If you don't participate, people say, "Oh, people die."
Liberals can't tell you what you got to do. They say it's my body, my body. Yeah, it's my body. People die. Hold up, it's my body. You gonna tell me what I need to do? Yeah. Why? How is a liberal going to tell me that it's about my body and then tell me what my body has to do?
Because black people say that our ancestors, our people, died for us to vote.
They died for us to what?
Vote.
To become liberated. They died for us to become liberated. They died for us with what they thought would help liberate our people. They could have died for us to get on the bus, but the bus might be extinct in some years. So what we gonna do? We're gonna go and try to recreate buses? Like what I'm saying is like
They didn't die for this.
they died for liberation. When the tool no longer works, so you're gonna keep using it. Our black people died to get gun permits. Now they got invisible guns, and the guns just, and then you still gonna be saying we need to get guns when it's not working for us, when they got some other things out here now. We need to use guns because our people died for the gun, the right to have guns. So I'm just saying.
Yeah.
I'm just saying, like, what I'm saying, it's still my body though.
But I hear that a lot.
Look, I just want to play on my body. Like how you gonna tell me the same group of people that keep talking about body politics gonna tell me what to do with my body and my hand when I go in the booth, or whether or not I use it or not? You better. What? It's my body.
It is your body, but I'm just saying that
I know I triggered you with that, but look, it's my body. I can decide what I do with my body, my hand, my vote, or not to vote.
that's true.
If we want to keep along with liberal politics.
If you want to keep it 100, I mean, you could either do it or not do it.
Mhm.
I think voting is a tool. I don't think you have. If you don't want to participate, I don't think it's bad, because I really think we have horrible choices. But voting is a tool. We need policymakers that have Black-centered positions.
Mhm.
We need to change some policy.
Give people something to vote for.
That's
I'm voting, but give people something to vote for.
They think they have something.
But huh?
They think they have something.
Yeah, all the middle class black folk think they got something.
Yeah, they love
When you talk about our brothers and sisters that's really struggling out here, we ain't talking. Look, nobody talking about them.
Yeah.
Kamala ain't talking about the poor and oppressed.
She said
I mean, we're all oppressed, but she ain't talking about the poor. She are not talking about the poor. She keep talking about. She ain't talking about the working class. She talking about the middle class. I would wonder what group makes up the middle class most.
They Blacks.
I'm just saying, like, the middle class is the new poor. I made it. I started at the bottom, now I'm at the top from the middle class. Now what she really saying is, I say she playing in your face. What she's saying is, I was middle class, now I'm wealthy.
That's the truth.
So I'm wealthy now. So I mean, not like wealthy like middle class lawyer, not upper middle class lawyer. I'm wealthy. Yeah,
She married well.
I'm really wealthy.
She's wealthy.
You see what I'm saying? Because there's a difference. You got lawyers in the middle class, upper middle class, but she is of the aristocracy.
So is Obama.
Well, no, Obama definitely is.
And we feel so, and Michelle Obama. And listen, I'm not attacking them. I like Michelle Obama. I think she's a beautiful woman.
You're not attacking them.
I don't like their policies, but I do.
Why you put the disclaimer out there though? What's the deal with that?
A lot of times because she's my sister, and I got
No, I mean, talk about it.
yeah, she's my sister, and I like how she presents herself.
Mhm.
I think she's
She preaches
orator.
good, right?
She's amazing.
I mean,
she's a black woman, so I'm holding her down for that.
so my man,
But
what's
other than
what's
that,
that man from Baltimore?
She gotta go.
They preach.
Who?
Jamal
Jamal
Bryant. He can preach and orate too.
Yeah, and he's down for Kamala.
He's down. Look, and then he want to put black men in place.
That's right. You better.
How he gonna put black men in place and he can't keep his dingling in his pants?
Ooh. Bingo. None of them will keep their dangling in the pants.
I don't look. Clinton is now Bill Clinton is now the arbiter of morality.
And he can't keep his in his pants. None of them can.
But then they say when you get money, then that's the thing. You can't, because they say because you shouldn't. You know, I mean that's how they think.
Spread the love.
Yeah, the Brooklyn way.
No, that's right. Spread the love. Wow. Okay. So and Jamal, I think he has no room to tell black men what to do.
You don't think so? He's not redeemable?
I think he's redeemable, but I don't think he's went through the redemption process.
What would indicate to you that he's been through the process? Oh, whoa, really?
Yeah, you sit down for a few years, do some rites of passage with some real bobbers.
I mean, if you say that,
change his diet.
so should Obama continue to preach and Michelle?
No, they sit down.
Okay.
Sit down.
Oh God.
But I listen. They do it very charismatically.
They do a great job.
They do a good job.
I mean, I'm telling you, I was about to vote for. Look, if I had to do a write-in ballot, I would have to put Michelle Obama.
If she was to run, she's gonna win against anyone.
Now, keep in mind, y'all, I'm just playing about. Right, I would never put Michelle Obama in there, but I'm telling you, that's how. She pulled me. It was like, whoa, she's like a salesman. All salesmen know what they have to do is hit you with the fear tactics. She was all up in your bedroom. Look, brothers.
But not only fear,
look.
It seems like it's so in a loving, direct.
Yeah, that's it.
She rocks you into her world.
So you present the fear and then you present the solution.
And you rock you into it. Yeah.
Yeah.
Bad,
man.
Yeah, she's good at it.
I don't know what church she went to, but Jesus.
That church, what's his name?
Harvard.
There you go. I tell you, the more educated,
South side.
South side.
I don't know what side of Chicago she's from, but
the more educated, the more affiliated. And so we gotta be careful with all our smart Africans.
I know you know, because that's not really true. Because the reality is, the more uneducated, the less. It's like it's crazy. It's like it's like
it's so crazy.
It's like it's like it's no. I don't think there's a difference. I think it's just a different way they show up. Because these are the people that support those people. These are the people who will kill you for those people. They want to be these people.
You're so right. You can't win.
Yeah.
If you're uneducated, then you don't have a chance in the smoking class.
They finessing you.
And if you overeducated, then
you are what they aspire to be, although they know you can't get there. That's why I'm against network marketing. Like, it's fake. I think on a microcosmic level, network marketing is just like this. It's like network marketing is about the finesse you got. It's about how popular you can be. It's about even how much money you have already, and you can bring people into the programs, and then you make them believe they can get it too. And it never works that way. That trickle down system, even in network marketing, doesn't work. Some people were saying network marketing is the new way that the economy is going to go, and all this type of thing.
Trickle down doesn't work. It hasn't worked in America ever.
Mm-hmm.
There's no such thing as trickle down. Like at the top, get something that's going to trickle to everybody. No, it stays at the top.
People want to keep what they got. Absolutely. And then they want to put the money in the causes that they want to put them in. The amount of money they put into campaigns are despicable. Look how much money they put into campaigns. And then look at our cities.
Yes.
And we got to fight for $300 million. I don't know how much money they didn't put. Better preach.
You better preach. The money that to take the campaign could clean Baltimore up.
Oh my God.
You understand me? This is the foolish, and they do this every 4 years, every 2 years. The money that's going into just campaigning alone could clean up cities, could start programs for children, could feed people, the homeless. You hear my voice?
No, I thought I turned it off.
All of these things. And so it amazes me how we celebrate this movement and no one wins from this.
I'm about to give you my nose spray. I gotta go.
I feel fine though. So it's just amazing.
But you're gonna hear yourself back later. You're gonna be sounding like Sarah Palin. I feel fine though. Your nose clogged up.
Yeah, it is.
So that's how
she does sound like that. But yeah, it's really sad. But it's what you guys need to hear this kind of chop up. Like we gotta examine every piece of this thing. Mm-hmm. Like, why are we doing the things we do, and is it benefiting us regardless of who you vote for?
Well, okay. What the fuck? Ain't nobody. Y'all didn't stop talking. Y'all ain't talking no more. Y'all didn't stop talking.
People, you talking against Obama. You talking.
That's when you're supposed to talk. You're supposed to be fighting
against Kamala. You know, black folks like these.
Please say Kamala before.
Oh, what's her name?
Kamala. Her name is Kamala.
She got that name. And I'm not trying to mess her name up. That's my sister too. But Kamala, sorry. But I'm telling you, these are what we need to hear. We need to hear something different. We need to think differently. We need to move differently. And part of moving differently is not looking at who they parade in front of you Who's
Mhm.
being paraded in front of you, who has the most money, is the most problem. That's it. That's the truth. And they can look like you. They can go to the same schools as you. They can not look like you, but none of them are for you. And so we have to look at ways to change this dynamic. The Republican Party 50 years ago was not what it is today.
Check in locally though. Definitely vote
Local
on those
politics
local
work.
issues, right?
Yeah.
I'm not even sure they work, but they can do something, right?
Yeah.
They trying to
More
work.
tangible.
But even the people that they mean well. But yeah. But
So guys, nobody put in here who they're voting for. Nobody's rolling with their people.
they can work though. Let me say that. But go ahead.
Yeah, no one put in the chat who they're voting for.
Oh, you asked them to put in the
Yeah,
chat who they're
but
voting for.
Tell me who y'all voting for. Nobody wants to stand up. Ain't no early voters out here. They talked to a guy last night from Puerto Rico. He voted for Trump. He was sad.
He was sad.
Oh my God. He said he couldn't believe it.
Oh man, so you're gonna have to be careful when you're early vote now.
That's
Huh?
right. You early vote and you miss out.
Mm.
That's what happened to that brother.
Well,
So listen, voting this Tuesday. What y'all gonna do? Dr. Dow, we're not trying to hear you slurping the mic. Ooh,
who is that?
that that's hotel.
Oh,
That's
thank
my
you,
girl,
thank
Cali.
you. I'm sorry. It was refreshing.
That was a girl in Cali, but for real, voting is Tuesday, guys. You can exercise your right or not exercise your right, but we still have to think about moving differently. America ain't working for black folks. This is it.
It's working, black folks.
The hell out of us.
Mm.
All of us with our pretty jobs and our six-figure incomes and all of that. But we are all reduced to just that. I don't want to say it on air.
What, slaves? What are you saying?
That nigga.
Huh? Oh, yeah.
We are reduced to that nigga.
Oh,
All
yeah.
the education, all of the nice jobs, you nurses, you attorneys, and you got all of this good stuff out here, but you still just that. You gotta listen to Jigga.
Well, and the reality is,
Just that nigga.
and Jigga is a fraud too.
Absolutely.
But the reality
Yeah, we
is,
talk about Jay-Z now. You will get in trouble.
I mean, he can rap, but I mean, but the reality is, it's not even just those who they identify as that N word that you said. It's not just those. It's also those, and I'm saying N word for the algorithm and N word for the internet and all that type of thing. And it's not just them. It's everybody. It's most people in this country. It's those people that they call trash. Like literally, when you talk about garbage, like think about it. Like when you think about garbage, like and you think about a Biden responding, like, did you hear about that?
Did he respond?
He responded.
Probably said they are trash.
He said that the only trash I see is Trump supporters.
Ridiculous.
You hear that?
You can't tell somebody trash because they support somebody you don't like.
Yeah, so I mean, and then people say, then they say, well, he is. Then the people who say he was competent are now saying he was senile. He's senile. So it's so crazy.
Trump isn't senile. He's 3 years younger, and he's competent. This is they killed me.
Well, age doesn't have to do with senility. How you say senility? Yeah.
Yeah, but I think Trump displays some of the same.
Well, when people age,
brain
they
fog.
do have certain things.
Yeah, they have that brain
but
fog
he does present a lot more energetic and a lot more.
I think he's been a fraudster longer.
He's been a fraudster.
Yeah, Biden's been one too. Don't get me twisted. I think he's an active fraudster.
But Biden's
he's a warrior. He's a warrior man.
But Biden called the other half of the country trash. I think he apologized or something, but
how does that help?
But the reality is you got to think about it. And the reason why I'm bringing this up, because in most of our minds, the way this society been set up, let me reframe how I say this. Those people who vote for Trump historically have been considered trash.
Ooh, proper perspective. Early voter right here. The deed has been done. Cornel West. We got a Cornel West. Check. All right. Let me see. I ain't have no problem with Biden's con. It was just as brash as Trump, and they gave Trump a pass for everything. Fight fire with fire. That's right. Burn him up, bro. That's what he said.
So
he said what he said.
He said what he said.
Said what he said. So we got one person willing to say who they voted for. Thank you, Proper. I didn't vote yet. I will tell you guys. And when I do vote, I'm gonna tell you if I vote. How about that? JT said you wasted your vote, PP. If you want to vote, excuse me, if you want to vote for third party, then start locally and go from there. Why you waste your vote?
You know, everybody's an expert.
JT, you gotta explain that, bro.
So I think what he's saying is start third party so that they can build up, you know, on a local level and then get into the Senate and like all this type of thing. I mean, I think that's a way.
West proper? What parties?
I think there's multiple ways to do a thing, though.
But he's not the Green Party. What is he?
No, he's independent.
He's independent, right?
Yeah.
Okay, so it's going to be harder for them to
do anything. But, you know, I mean, I understand that Proper's vote is a protest vote.
Listen, I have no problem. Listen, Cornel West is a viable candidate.
And I think Proper doesn't have much faith in white folk. So he could never probably look at Jill Stein.
I agree.
So, so I mean, now when I look at
women haven't been good to
when I look at the other half of the country, I mean, but literally though, I feel like although I think they've been duped. I said again.
He said the only wasted vote is one that was desired to be placed and yet did not get placed. Thank you very much. Said, I voted for who I want to vote, and he said what he said. JT. He
said what he said. Why you starting fights in the chat?
Yeah, I got to because JT Cup always want to make somebody like if they don't vote for Kamala because you know he's Brooklyn for Kamala. Remember that show?
But you probably might vote for Kamala. So why are you going like that?
I doubt it very seriously.
You said when
at the in that booth, but I doubt it very seriously. I can't take what's going on with her neither.
No.
I'm sick of the Democrats, honestly. I really am.
You tired?
I'm tired.
What happened?
I ride through Baltimore. I see the same thing. 16 and 25-year-old black men out on a corner. I go to Charleston, South Carolina, the country. What do I see? 16 and 25-year-olds out on the corner, and older than that. But I'm just saying, this is young minds. I go to Nashville, Tennessee. Everywhere I go, I see black people suffering and just making it. A few of us making it, and some of us not making it. I don't have a problem with that. So I'm sick of the Republicans and the Democrats. They're not doing anything for anybody. And then I go to neighborhoods in every city, white neighborhoods that are flourishing.
Now, I agree and also disagree. Because I think there are people out here literally trying to do things for people on both sides. But the problem is they believe that they can do it within this particular formation.
Yeah, I mean the Democratic and Republican. I mean this system of it.
Yeah.
It has to all go.
Right. Because
even if the Green Party get in there, probably be just as corrupted.
But the thing about the Green Party and even Cornel West is they're actually running on dismantling this system.
Well, I can get that.
Cornel West is.
I'm gonna pull that up tonight and really read there.
Yeah, Cornel West is running on dismantling the system. That's why people call him crazy. You know,
if we're a country, why can't they be on the debate stage? Why can't we hear from them? You know, someone said to me, "Well, that's why you never see them." I said, "That's by design."
It's absolutely by design.
They don't want you to see them because if you see them, you might.
And that's why they don't want them to
see something that makes sense.
And that's why they don't want to get to their 5% threshold.
Yes.
Because if they get to that 5% threshold, they get space on their stage.
Funding,
and
they get space on the stage.
Yeah.
They get actually some real meat in the game.
I just want to see somebody else on the stage. That's why I'm voting for the Green Party. If they can, I think there's a little momentum. I'm not sure how much momentum, but it seems like there's more momentum for Green than I've ever heard my whole life.
White women haven't been good to black people. They never have. Dr. Jill.
No,
she could be a medical doctor and not do this.
Now, when you think about it, right? When you talk about,
I like Butch though.
But I think that when you think about it, right, it's not true completely that white women or even white men have not ever been, what was the word you say?
Good. I didn't say ever.
So what I'm
That's
saying is
historically.
there's always
It's always
those
an outlier.
outliers.
Yeah.
Let's say
I'm
outliers.
not gonna put no S.
Yeah, outliers. That mean you're saying there's only one in the world? I can't. That's
Only one.
no. It's not. It's
John Brown
yeah.
and
That's it. You just said one.
what's the white woman? No, that's the man.
Well, there's plenty of
What's the
people.
one white
It's
woman?
that to me. That's part of the
Grandma.
that's part of the
Oh, yeah, we
narrative
know
as well.
Billy.
That's part of the narrative as well.
Right.
So that you don't know those who truly, actually worked in a very threatening, life endangering way for
I can
other
believe
people.
that has been, but I'm just talking about when we look at, and you put your own.
That's part of
experience
to
in
me.
it.
That's part of the trauma,
But we also put our own experience in it too.
right? Mhm.
When working,
Mhm.
how I've worked and who I've worked around, and experience
Yeah.
I've had at my job.
And I'm going to guarantee you that most of those people weren't her, like her, like liberal, like especially no, that's a doctor, but that most of them ain't saying go vote green. Most of them are really probably liberal. These are different folk, and I'm not saying that they don't slip over into this side too. I'm not saying that I truly 100% have faith in her. But what I am saying is that I don't know, but I do know there are people out here, and then I also know that white people have also been tricked. They've been tricked. They believe what they believe, and they will kill you because of what they believe.
Tricked, but they still are malicious in ways because even with the trick,
anybody who's been
they cause harm.
But anybody, that's what I'm saying, they will kill you. And anybody who's been indoctrinated into believing that they are superior will do it. And that's happened across people. It's not the color is the convenient.
One tribe think they're been indoctrinated to be high, they're gonna kill. They want to think they're better than all other tribes. I mean, that has nothing to do with color. You're right. Still.
Yeah, I'm just saying that's part of the trauma that we experience in our bodies, and I too have that trauma. The
only thing I can say about the Green Party is to be strategic and revolutionary, and say, listen, I'm going to vote for them, and they're going to get the 5% threshold, and we're going to start seeing more people. They're not going to win. So even if I don't like Jill Stein at this point, she's not going to win.
I would just like them to. Just
for them to get exposure.
Yeah, exposure and even cause some resistance in the system. Like I don't expect them to go there next, even if they ever gotten anything. But let them make some noise. Yes. And even those who are like liberal that are doing some, I'm going to say they're more left, but they also work within the democratic system. People like Cori Bush and that sister, what's her name? That's what I'm saying. So we have to realize that AIPAC and all these different systems are real. Yeah, they got rid of it. And that these presidential candidates are definitely loyal and to a great degree. I think
they will turn because if you're too revolutionary, if you're too out of their scope and they can't control you, they're coming for you.
They will come for you with the woman and other and the brother and other people, and they do it everywhere. I think they might even they will fund it. They will fund the removal. Yeah, and I don't think it will stop there.
No, they'll do whatever they have to do.
Yeah.
Cori Bush and the young man from New York.
And again, and I don't even want to say like Jews even, right? And this is not just like me trying to, because I'm not like that safe guy. But again, I'm that person to try to see nuance. So I do agree with the idea that Zionism and being a Jew is different. In fact, Jill Stein is a Jew. Yeah. Norman Finkelstein is the Jew. Yeah. So I mean, and I'm not saying Finkelstein doesn't have his blind spots, but he daggone sure can really articulate what's going on in Gaza like most people can. Yeah.
I'd say Coates over
him. I don't think Coates would suggest that.
Or Lamar.
I don't think Lamont would suggest that. Yeah. I don't think there has to be an over. I don't think Mark Lamont Hill would suggest that, nor Coates. Coates knows that he knows very little. He knows, but guess who Mark Lamont Hill? Yes.
I gotta check him out.
Yeah. And I'm not saying that he's not blind on some. He's definitely blind on some black.
Oh, that's the guy. I like him. I know what you're talking about. He is hard on the Jews. That and he's Jewish, right? His family was killed in the Holocaust.
Yeah.
Oh, he's tough. I like him.
So yeah. So I'm saying. So to me, again, even this process we're going through, this construct of race, it kind of muddies the waters. It's a fiction.
It is.
It does not mean that there's no people who can't escape it.
But being that we know,
but that's not many.
It's a social construct.
Yeah.
How can it still proliferate in our mindsets, in books?
Because most of us don't believe it is a social construct. But and just because, but trauma, what the trauma is causes real. And if you see that people look like a certain group of people, and these are the people who've hurt you collectively, then anything that reminds you of that will bring up certain uneasiness in you, rightfully so, and because you want to protect yourself. And again, I'm saying I too have that level of trauma, especially when I work with white folk, especially liberal white folk, because they are some of the most. They mean well too, but they get in their own way in your way, and they don't want to give up nothing though. That's the problem. If you don't want to get, because they still feel like the system itself is redeemable. So when you think the system is redeemable, you think that bringing showers into the hoods and giving out needles and I mean, all these things are necessary. But as I think the Panthers say, that we have to be able to differentiate between survival programs and liberation programs or revolutionary programs. And we have to survive. Like there's all types of survival programs. What happened? There's all types of survival programs. And I mean, and we do some survival programs here at TNAT. But the thing is, these things are to keep us going and maybe help us find some refuge and things of that nature. And I think they're needed for revolution. But the reality is we have to be able to distinguish between survival programs and what's really truly revolutionary or game changing for all people.
I think we ended on that. We've been here for being human is complex, and I don't think it has to be this complex. We put these systems in place that's hurt people, and we're still hurting people.
Because humans are complex, I think innately we create complex systems.
Wow.
Yeah,
it's like it's contiguous to us. We have to.
Yeah. I mean, because in complex systems don't have to be bad.
They don't.
I mean, but there tends to be some level, even in some of the most indigenous societies, where sometimes people get
there's always a hierarchy.
Wrong end of the stick.
Yeah, it's always like
some people will say there's in different cultures there's less of a hierarchy. Maybe there's a natural hierarchy like elders and stuff like that. Parents. Yeah, in this society we have people like, to me, celebrity culture. I'm sorry, I'm the worst person. I feel sorry for celebrities when they come around me.
Why?
Because one, I don't know them, and if I do know them, they're just my man. Look, what's up?
Beyonce came in here. You would know the Beyonce.
I would say hi.
But you would know her.
I would. No, some people I know, and the others I said that I'll just speak to them. They're regular people to me.
But they are regular people.
Yeah, I felt sorry for. I saw the brother. Who did I tell you? I was at the hotel. Me and my wife went for our anniversary to a hotel somewhere. And what's the little brother, little short brother with the hat? And he's singing. I think he's from DC. Is he from DC?
Anthony Hamilton.
Yeah, Anthony Hamilton.
He's from North Carolina.
Oh, okay, he's from North.
Country boy.
Okay, so I saw Anthony Hamilton, and I'm like, all right. I saw the hat before everybody started wearing them. It was like right on the cusp of everybody wearing those big.
Made him look tall.
And then I'm looking at, like, he looked at me like I didn't know he was, like, I just saw he had the little hat on, right? I didn't know who he was. Not that I never heard of Anthony Hamilton. I just don't. I'd heard a song. I don't know him. You got what I'm trying to say? You can know a song, but don't know the person is. I don't even know what song he sings if you had to ask me right now. But if I heard, yeah. But what I would say is I saw him and he looked at me like, what's up? But I could tell he wanted me to like, I said, oh, he must be somebody that I'm supposed to give a little bit more attention to. Because he looked at me like, all right, bro, what do you mean? You gonna give me a look? Like he looked like he was waiting for me to kind of like, what's up? Yay, Anthony, or something like that. But the reality is I didn't know who he was, but I felt that. Then I looked around the hotel, I saw a sign up.
Well, people say like he's a B celebrity. What about like you gonna know some celebrity? Like,
no, I know. No, what I'm saying is I will. Okay, I know Anthony Hamilton in if someone said, oh, this song right there, like even though I found out it was him, I still not going to do that. That's what I'm saying. It was a sign right there.
So you're saying you don't get this?
I don't do that.
This giddy
No, not at all. Look, Jamal Lewis came through the event the other day. I felt so sorry for him. He's a celebrity, a major contributor to football, and people in Baltimore. Definitely, he's a serious celebrity. If Lamar came through, I would still. No, it's like there's nobody, like there's no celebrity that I'm gonna tell you. It would have to be somebody like. I'll be honest with you. I gave more love to Moo Fresh than I've ever given to. And was she C, B, C, something like that? I gave her because of the skill, because she's from Baltimore, and plus she does. That's the what part. The work that she does. You got what I'm saying? The content.
So what about like Farrakhan?
I still wouldn't. I will not. I don't think we should like they're humans. I didn't even give her like this I was like, I appreciate your work. Because look, I appreciate her work. So that's what I appreciate about her. Not that she has any level of.
So what do you think is the celebrity thing that we have? Is it a thing that's manufactured? What are we doing? We want
to vicariously, as the brother said, live through them, and we want to feel equal. We want to be important. We want to be around them. And at the same time, I'm, in my mind, I'm like, they don't know me. So what I'm saying is like, literally, like I'm on a. So what I'm saying is like, there's like, especially in situations like I find myself on platforms with athletes. Mm-hmm. In fact, I was I won't say it, but anyway, I find myself on platforms with athletes. It was really funny. It was I got some years ago. Mental health become so big. There was a Baltimore Raven or former Baltimore Raven. It was so crazy. Like the Black Mental Health Alliance brought literally it was a brother who put on an event. He brought a brother from Africa. He used to be one of my clients who brought him, and I can say it because he publicly said it. But he brought the brothers from Kenya, and it was a beautiful event. The brothers from Kenya was kicking that philosophy. I mean, like really talking about the tag, y'all help me out. I'm slipping right now. The same Shields, that particular group of folk from Kenya, the Maasai people. Yeah. So they had a Maasai warrior, tall, very eloquent in speech. Really, like the philosophy was so beautiful. It was so simple, and just, I mean, like you can tell that this is like indigenous, and it's like we can learn a lot from that type of framework in America. But then there was a football player there, and I just came. They just invited me out, and it was like, that's my therapist, and I'm telling you, he saved my life. He didn't even know that I was about to take my life, and all this type of thing. And people was like, so at the end of the thing, it was so crazy because they had a line like the football player was here, and then all the people was coming over to me. It was so crazy, right? Because I'm like, damn, mental health is so much needed that literally this football player people went over to him, but literally they would come. I'm talking about literally the line was longer for me. And I wasn't even a part of the thing. Oh no, he wasn't either. He was just like, you know, they had special seats. I don't like special seats. They put me in the special seats. You know, I'd be walking away from the, I don't know what's up with me in the special seats. I don't do the special. That's it. That's what I'm saying. I don't even want the special seat. No, I don't. You know how many special seats?
You're in a special seat right now.
What's that? What's that?
Right now, you're sitting in a special seat. You're at the DoC in the box.
Do you know I was?
Have
Have you ever seen me stand up at events?
No, because you're a celebrity.
Yeah, all right, bye. Look,
listen, guys. Election is Tuesday. I want you guys to really think about revolutionizing and being different. Think different. Look at the other candidates. Look at the Green Party. Look at the Independents. And we need to change this paradigm that we have. The people who are parading in front of us, I don't know if they're for us. Take us out there.
Peace and power, family. I'm out.
Black and I'm proud. When you claim you're Africanist, you're going to get your mind back. Black and I'm proud. Claim you're African. Black and I'm proud. I'm telling you. When you claim you're Africanist, you're going to get your mind back. Black and I'm proud. Claim you're African. Black and I'm proud. I'm telling you. When you claim you're Africanist, you're going to get your mind back. Black and I'm proud. Claim you're African. Black and I'm proud. I'm telling you. Become a part of it. Embrace it. 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 When you claim you're Africanist, you're going to get your mind back. Black and I'm proud. Claim you're African. Black and I'm proud. I'm telling you. When you claim you're Africanist, you're going to get your mind back. Black and I'm proud. Claim you're African. Black and I'm proud. I'm telling you.